Good evening. 'Tis I, Detective Baxton. Just finding a good place to put my microphone. We'll get started in a bit. Fairly low energy today. I'm not feeling too well, so going to quickly put on my playlist. Let's see if this is it. How loud is that? That should be fine. Mic that up because I'm probably not going to be facing my microphone too much. Put that down to -16. That is probably a bit loud. -20. Yeah, that'll be fine. I'm gonna quickly test my audio to the stream and see how it sounds. You're gonna hear an echo real quick. I'm gonna quickly test my audio. Yeah, I can't tell. Alright, I'm gonna wait for it to come around again. Scuff is abound. I'm umming and ahhing, I guess. Stutters are fun. I'm umming and ahhing about whether or not I want to use my Vtuber avatar today, but might do just for completionist's sake. But unsure. We will see. I'm going to try and get this music situation sorted because I don't know how loud I am compared to the music. Let's figure this out. Alright, I think I've been talking over the music long enough, so let's go back to this. Let's pause this and start here. We will see. I'm going to try and get this music situation sorted because I don't know how loud I am compared to the music. Let's figure this out. Alright, I think I've been talking over the music long enough, so let's go back to this. Let's pause this and start here. Okay, that sounds fine. I've raised it by 5 decibels, so we're going to see how that sounds now with the music. I'm doing this because I'm realizing that my streams are usually very quiet, so my microphone actually can be louder. If I put it like right here, it will be louder, but I need to see my keyboard, so I'm going to have... Very cool. My mic broke there. I apologize if you heard any of that. I don't know what that was. Very cool. Don't know what that was. I think it's because I'm moving the cable and the microphone bugged out. Anyway, I won't have the microphone in front of my face, so yeah. Anyway. If this is too loud, do let me know. I will be kind of infrequently changing my audio settings, kind of boosting some stuff. If I get loud, will I get louder or quieter? I'm not sure if I'm actually making any difference. I think I'm getting quite louder here, so let's put that as a 75% boost, just for now. Actually, no, I don't like that. Things I should have done off stream, but it's fine. So, anyway, I'll lower that to 16, -16 actually. Do I have any filters on this? Let's see. What filters do I have? Equalizer. Noise suppression. Yep, all good. Right. You're not here to listen to me waffle. Well, you might be, I don't know. You're here to listen to stuff. Let's get started. Wondering if everything's okay with the stream. I made it through OBS. I don't typically do that. It's saying everything's fine. It says normal latency, but that's fine. I don't really need it to be anything else. No drop frames. Position. Test studio mode off. There we go. So let me catch you up to speed. I'm not using my VTuber avatar today, simply because I would rather not. Let's just properties, change this. There we go. Just working, no VTuber avatar today, there we go. Stream is healthy. We'll get started. For those of you who haven't been keeping up, I'm going to quickly talk about some stuff. My lecture series has been put on hold for a while. I want to say indefinite hold, because I don't know when it's going to come out of hold. So the reason for that is because I was unsure about how it would go. And if anyone's watching this, I don't know why, like way in the future, when I become big and famous, apparently. I was running a series of lectures, and I'm doing it too fast, I think, because I set myself this incredibly tight deadline to get all these slides done. I realized that what I was trying to discuss was very difficult, and I'm no lecturer, I'm no teacher, so I was just doing things at my own pace. But it was starting to burn me out, and I was starting to realize that my intentions, while good, were in the wrong place. So I needed to focus on other things, and I'd rather focus on getting myself more established first. I think I'll probably do the lecture series later when I'm a little more established, maybe a little more popular, maybe a little more, set in stone. Right now, I'm still just changing stuff around. So, actually, there's something I want to show you, and it is this. There are two versions of this timetable that I have made. We have this one, which is well, let's compare the two right now. So we have this one. This is my 80s style one. It is kind of, it's basically copied and pasted from my it's copied and pasted from my my starting soon screen. You can actually see the pixels where I've just used an image. And I like this, but I'm hesitant to try and use it because I don't know if I want all of my assets to be based on this kind of 80s synthwavey kind of level stuff. And it really sets me in a niche here. But then we have the detective kind of coffee-stained, kind of grim noir desk-like style, which my character is in, and my lore is that I'm a detective. The thing is, because my lore is so difficult, it's like, it's not difficult, but it's like annoyingly different time zones, because I'm technically a detective set in like the 1940s, 1930s, 1950s, maybe 1930s to 50s kind of noir detective. And that does make a lot of my stuff difficult because again, not difficult, just kind of hard to manage, because which side do I lean into? The grim noir side with the desks and the cigar and thinking, what are we going to do next? Or do I lean into the 80s vibe, which is technically my other side of my lore, which is I am just a TV show character. That's all I am. I'm a TV show character, and after the end of my run, I get stuck in my VHS tape. And the viewer is the one who actually plugs in the VHS tape and starts playing it. So there's questions about my lore that I have to figure out for myself, and yeah, so it's it's fun to say the least. So yeah, doing this kind of sets me up for a specific timetable, but I don't know. There was a few designs I was kind of considering. There was this one where it's more kind of synth-wavy and it tells you the schedule, but it has this blank space down here, which a VTuber friend of mine said, you know, they didn't like, which I agree with. It is bland and kind of, you know. But then we have this one, which is fine, but, you know, it's bland. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's bland, but it's a possibility. So, yeah, which one do I pick? Do I pick, like, this one, or do I go for this one? Both of them solidify my style. I do like the synthwave aesthetic. I will be probably leaning a little more into that, but I don't know if I want to make that my whole thing. Regardless, I'm just waffling at this point. I'm going to stick with this design first and foremost because I actually think something could be made with this. But I had an idea when I was talking to another VTuber the other day. When we were talking about VCRs and kind of the synthwave aesthetic, I actually had an idea, thanks to something they said. 4 by 3. So I'm thinking the way forward with this to kind of slim it down and remove some of this blank space is actually to make it 4 by 3. So now I have to figure out what 4 by 3 is in 1080p. 4 by 3 resolution. So for 1080p, 1440 by 1080. Is that it? 1440. Yeah, that looks about right. But I do want a slightly higher resolution because the beauty about doing this in Flash, which this is why I'm doing this in Flash, is because Flash is vector art. So I can literally just take the vector art and, you know, make it bigger and just kind of organize the size of everything from there. I can't while I still have this image. It's going to look very grainy, but yeah. The reason I'm picking Flash is because, first of all, I actually know some ActionScript 3. It's basically just JavaScript. And also because when you make a stream schedule, you have to go into your editing software and kind of change all the text around, and that's fine and all, but I actually think I would prefer something a little more kind of plug and go. So I figured, why not just make my own timetabling device, really? So let's do that. First of all, let's change some of these. 1440. Did that not? Oh, it did. I just can't see the border. Okay, so it has made everything a little further this way, so this is also not very well spaced, but I'm figuring I should probably figure that one out. So actually, let's open my old synthwave file up, and then we can actually steal some of these lines here. Actually, that's all one thing, isn't it? Yeah, and we have this. So I'm going to copy and paste those actually here. Yeah, brilliant. And now I can remove the background. Oops, not Can't remove the background yet. Bot, which I can only assume means bottom. Yeah, okay, so let's just put that in there. Doesn't matter if it's hanging off the edge because we're going to change that. So BG mountain. Oh yeah, Flash doesn't like spaces. BG mountains, and then this one's just going to be BG color. So I think that's good. We can take this and kind of cut that. Wait, hang on, why? 1920, wait, 1080, so it's 1080, 1440, so 1440. There we go. So now we've got our background and this done. I'm actually going to trim off the excess that we don't need. There we go. And raise that up a little bit. Well, how's the framing on this? It's modest, I suppose. I suppose it's modest. Now the thing we need to do, which is going to be the harder part, is figuring out the borders. My CDs fell on the floor, because I still burnt a CDs. So my goal is to now figure out the spacing between the bottom line here and the bottom of the frame, so I can do the maths and figure out where everything should be. So let's duplicate this layer right now, hide this one, change this one to backup, and how am I going to do this? So I'm thinking I should probably align one of these lines up here. Yeah. I don't know if these lines are all the same length apart from each other, but we'll put that there anyway. So from here to here is 82.15, and if I move it down it's 103, so I think 75 might actually be a good point. So if I can get that as close to 75, 74.35. So if I change that to 75, is that just going to, there we go. Is that right? No. But that's 75, so if I just lift that up and put that... Why are you doing that? Okay, so if I put you there... Right, so that should be true 75. And then this should be 75. So that should be 150 now. Yep. And this should be... Oop. Fuck you out. 75. 75. And this should be 75. So that should all be now equally spaced. So move this along. So if I move this to how would I position this horizontally? So that would be Huh. What looks equidistant, really? I think there. So now I'm going to take this and use this as a guideline template. Because... let's cut that down to size a little bit. So that's how I want it to look. So if I take this, now put that up here, I should have a guide now to do my things with. So let's make sure that's lined up here. This is getting annoying because it's trying to align with the text. That should be right. Right. So that should be 75, and it is. This should be 75, and it is. 75, and it is. 75? Yes. 75? Yes. And you? Yes. Brilliant. So now we've got our bottom line. Well, that... I don't think you can see that. No, it's very brief, but you can't see it. Maybe everything might have to come up a little bit then. But that's not... Oh, hang on a minute. That's not right. Why are you suddenly getting misaligned? Huh? Am I going insane here? These should all be 75. So this is 75. This is 75. This is a distance of 75. And this 78.05. So you should be 75. Right. And you should be 75. But these lines are also thicker. And you should be 75. And you are? And you are 78.05. 75. So, stroke size 4. Oh, why are you suddenly 5 now? I'm actually going to set you to 4. 4 and 4. Okay. So, did changing the stroke size affect the size of the borders? $75, 75. Wait, did I just test this? 75 and 75, yeah. So that should all be aligned now. Yes. Monday. Come down to the Dragon Monday. Get hot dogs for the Dragon Monday. It's currently Sunday for me, but... Welcome to relaxed stream time. This is basically just graphics design. And graphics design is kind of like woodworking, only... You know, where you have to double check things twice before you start crafting it in real, but only somehow way more boring. My chair is deeply uncomfortable. So, Oh, that's why you're saying Monday. Hang on. No, I get it now. Monday. I'm dumb. I see it now. Me dumb. Alright, let's put you up here just so we have a complete thing for you. Put you there. So you should all now be equidistant with each other. I'm going to just double check because there's nothing worse than checking and then finding out everything's wrong. So that's my template now done. So now what I'm going to do is align all the text to the to this. So your is that no, that's that 365 or 365 640 640 715 715. I'm hoping this will all be round or square numbers or whatever. I don't do math. 790 790. That was 790, right? Yeah. 68 or 865 866. Oh, very close. 940 to 940 940 and 1015 to 1015. So I was mostly correct in my thing. Oh, I should have moved the whoops. I should have done them both at the same time, but I didn't. It's fine. I think if I move all these up, it will be the same. 565 565 640 by 640. This was 715 and this has to be 715 790 865 940 and you were 1015. Remember you. Alright, let's do a double check. 1015 1015 1015 940 by 940 and 940 865 865 865 790 790 790 715 715. It's Monday, my dudes. I'm not going to scream though because I can't. I would have done if it was midday, but I can't be bothered. It's like 7:40 at night. Let's see. There's a cat fight happening outside. 640 640 640 565 565 565. Awesome. So you should all now be kind of now I have to see if all the things are aligned in the same line here. I think they are. We'll see. Yeah, I think they are. That's fine. So now we've got all of these lined up. Move them slightly closer. Border, new. I'm going to remove the border back up because they're in the wrong position now. Mountains. So let's just rename that to border. And you are the guide. Let's just keep you. You're helpful. Name you text guide. Or assembly guide. Here we go. But I am going to do this. I'm going to separate days. Then we have schedule. So let's hide that for a second and we can get rid of all of these. That, get rid of that. Hide that and get rid of the days. Because what I want to do is I want to take these and turn them all into dynamic text, which it's going to start screaming at me about. Alright, 850. $8.50. Oh, why have you done that? $8.50. $8.50. $8.50. $8.50. $8.50. If anyone's tuning in just now, just know that this is not usually what I do for content. I'm just taking a day off to figure out what to do for my VTuber stuff. So this is certainly not the rule. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is everyone's fun thing about doing anything in Flash, which is flashbanging you with a white programming wall. So let's name this schedule. Let's see, the revision was 12 and revised. Let's name it timetable actually. Revised 12, 10, 25. Language. AS3. Does anyone really need to do this? No. I do it because I'm a nerd. Just doing this just to store it temporarily while I tidy up my code. I'm gonna do that actually. I'm just gonna have it all like that. Oh my god, I can't type today. There we go. This is always the fun part because you either hear massive amounts of clacking from my keyboard or, you know, whatever this is. But well, it's fine. That's made. Set that down the line. Because it's Flash. This stop. Because I have to at all times. Flash is very peculiar. Text variables. So default. Well, let's actually. I mean, text array equals new array. Hmm. Should I do that? Hmm. It's closed. So I'm going to make that my default day. Say one will be reserved for another one when it eventually gets to it. Saving things as a text array makes for a very good idea, but I don't know if it's really needed here. But what I should probably do is TT01 is probably a better name. Or TT-Mun. TT-Chew. TT-Thur. Or Thu. Oop. I full screened because Animate loves that. Right. TT Sat. TT Sun. Now we just put you there. So what I'm doing is I'm creating text inputs. So it takes the text that's on here and enters it in. So I don't know if that'll work. I am going to see just how many of these I can fit in. 180 lines, so let's see. Let's use the thinnest well, actually, let's use the widest letter. So I think that might be I think this font is actually pretty good for it, but I think K is pretty wide. I think W is usually pretty wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so that's how many it takes before it double lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 30. So 30 characters is realistically the maximum. Yeah, looks like 30 characters is probably our maximum. So let's delete that. Let's make it selectable for ease of access. Make it an input text. Let's change all of these to input texts. So if I set this to 65, maybe put it up here. Actually, there is space for this to move over here. If I hadn't deleted it on the side, there is space for me to move that across. So let's just copy and paste this back in, because, whoops, replace existing item. There we go. So now if I take this and move it across, there is now a place for me to put that information right down there. And I can make this smaller, so let's set this to 50. Let's set this to 45 actually. See what that looks like. Hmm. 60. Set you to 55 and set you to 35. Now, how does that look? Kind of meh, to be honest. Actually, no. Actually, I want to have this as separate things, actually. Let's set this to 60 for a good size. Unless it'd be good in the sun, maybe? Oh. I don't know, it just feels kind of tacky there. But I think having it centered is the way to go. With 350. Alright, now let's put this under here, change the size to 40, and set it from Now the question is, the reason I have it set up from like 9th oct to like, I don't know, 99th oct, right? Like doing that. The reason I've done that like that is because time zones are annoying, and I can say, so like for example, let's just pick out a random week, so 6th to the 12th. So 6th to the 12th of October, right? So if I have that set up, centered? Oh, centered. I wish images were like smell-o-vision. That would be sick. This would smell like grape and I guess oranges, just because of the purple and oranges. So 6th of October for me is 06/10/2025. For Americans, it's 10/06/2025. And for, I think, I want to say just Japan, but it might be a large portion of like Asia that does this as well. That's like 2025, like 10/06. So there's like 3 different ways I can format the time here, and especially on something like this, people who live in the Americas may get a bit confused because it'll be like, what, the 6th or the 10th? So what I want to do is I want to have enough space, like, to put this. But if I just do this, might not be clear enough. So if I do this, so have a 2 in the middle, might be best. 10, 6, 2025 is the best. I don't know, I personally get very kind of annoyed when it comes to, like, putting the month first. Like, mainly because I haven't grown up with it, I suppose, but it's like, it is kind of annoying to me how they do that they put the month first. It's completely the superior choice. I have heard, like, benefits to using it. It's because it's meant to, like, sort the month first, and you're meant to be able to, like, the way you read dates is different from the way that I read dates, in the way that Americans kind of get taught that the month doesn't matter, because when you see the month, you know what month it is, so you want the day then the year. But why would you want the year if you know what year it is? I don't know, it's confusing, but if it's the way that some people were genuinely taught, and it's not my job to, you know, say which way one person was taught is different, you know, wrong or whatever. But anyway, so let's do this, and move this over so it's just one date from, so that should be aligned here. So that should be here. Date 2 and date from. Awesome. If you spell out the month, there's no ambiguity for anyone. That's, yeah, it is all arbitrary. Dynamic text. Dynamic text. Let's set these both to input texts, actually, and then change the positioning slightly that way. Yeah, that looks fine. TT from, TT to. I always find it funny how tribal people get about these things, these kinds of things, because it's not a choice they actively make. That's true. That's true. It is. Like, I used to be one of those, like, obnoxious British people that would just be like, oh, Americans do this, no, yes, totally the wrong way, oh, yes. But, like, as there are Americans that did that to me, I'm not going to make myself sound like I was a massive snob for no reason, but, like, sometimes what you're taught is the way you're taught it. Like, I was taught, apparently I was taught weirdly at school, where we kind of had a weird moment where we were transitioning over partially into European, like, things, but keeping a lot, like, European measurements, but keeping a lot of our own measurements. So I still use stuff like feet and inches, feet and inches for height, pounds and stone for weight. But nowadays it's all kilograms, so I need to know how much I weigh in kilograms, or how tall I am in centimeters and meters, which is the European method of it. But I was kind of taught in a hodgepodge of both. So I was also kind of taught military time, just because it was, you know, there. Alright, so input text. No, that's not the input text. This is static text. This is input text, which shall go over this. So take that and put you there. And then that can be a maximum of, I think it was 30 characters. So, yeah. So that's going to be how it looks. Let's see if we can change where some of the mountains are positioned. I'm also going to change all of these too, because I kind of have to. Can I frame that a little nicer? Yeah, that looks fine. It really depends, because I don't want this text too big, but I don't want to change the height now any more than I have to. So wish there was a way to like oh, there is actually a way to set max characters. Alright, can I select all of these at once and change max characters for all of them? Yes. Alright, let's do that. Select that. Max characters will be set to 30 for all of them. So that's TT Tuesday, TT Wednesday, TT Thursday, TT Friday, Saturday, Sunday, TT from, TT2. So I don't know what the maximum... let's change that to that so we know. But alright, so 1, 2, 3. Alright, so that's when that happens. Ooh, 19 characters. Which is kind of annoying, but... it probably made sense at some point when they were deciding these types of things. Yeah, probably. I mean, a lot of it's just holdover from an older time, to be honest. It's really annoying for me since I work in an industry that mixes metric and imperial units for some reason. Yep. Like, depending who I talk to in terms of clients for videography, that's basically the same thing. Like, people will, people will be like... I've had someone say, like, ask me if something's a certain height, and I've had to be like, yeah, it's like this tall in like inches or like feet. And they're like, no, what's it in like centimeters or meters? And I have to constantly like take out my gear and measure it and like exactly the day, yeah. Due day, year, month. Day, year, month. I'll probably just put October. Like 6th of October. 6th Oct to, whatever. But, yeah, it should be fine. So... let's see. I can potentially move all of this along. Not you, though. I just want to move this along. Now there's no real reason to put that there. I can have this kind of spaced a little more evenly. It is going to bother people if it's not like directly centered, but I don't think people are going to be staring at my timetable that long to notice. So I think that's fine. Maybe I could make these longer to compensate. But I feel like having multiple glowing lines, one right after the other, might get a bit disorientating. So we'll see. We'll just see how this fares. Assembly guide, we can hide that for now. And we'll also hide the static text. All we're doing is messing with the borders right now. Extend these out a little bit more. Because I'm going to trim these all to a uniform size in a bit. It's a shame that vector graphics kind of fell out of popularity, because I think they were pretty neat. I mean, we still have SVG, it's not like they're completely gone, but yeah, it would be nice. With 1500 for all of them. Yep, there we go. So how does that look? It looks messy, actually. I think I'm going to go back to something like that, maybe, or even all right. Let's hide that for now, because I have an idea. I do have an idea. Left side. Yep, let's put that there. Alright, we'll name this input text. This one will be static text again. This one will be borders again. Borders. So if you get what I'm doing right now, what I'm basically doing is just taking what we moved and making a whole new layer on it, because I kind of like it in the middle, but we're going to check both of them together. Text centered. This is text left. Alright, so that's what it looks like on the left. And this is what it looks like more in the center. I think I'm leaning towards it being in the center, actually. Yeah. Save as V3, V2. Yeah. Let's have it in the center. Now for the fun part, to text programming. Alright, so what's the best way to do this? Probably, because the way I want this to work is that all of the entries will be able to... Oh. I actually need that to show up. Right. There's compiler errors. I am loading the program first and foremost, but you can't really see it. Expected an identifier at the end of program. Oh yeah, it's because of this. Duh. Obvs. Obvs. So I want to check if the thing works. So I'm going to go from here, make it off, go test, test 2. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add some functionality because let's remove that. There we go. Let's make this a save button. Let's make this the sun button. Button sun. Yeah. Button sun. So I do need a button because I have used something similar in the past. So my goal is to have something like enterable so I can keep editing this from a program and it saves the image for me. And what I can do is when it generates the image, I have to have a button to press. You can set up a keybind for it, but I'd rather just have a straight up button to press. So that's what I'm doing, is basically creating a button system. So what I should probably do is So yeah, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. So in Adobe Air, I believe, there is a way for you to kind of take the image that you see on the Flash animation and export it as a PNG. I don't know if it's limited or if it can only do I think it can do PNGs. I think it can do JPEGs and JPEG or JPG, JPEGs. I actually don't know the difference between a JPG and a JPEG, but you know, whatever. So I think it can do PNGs, and I think I can scale the output on it, but I'm gonna have to check. So one thing I've got to do now is figure out how I'm gonna program this. Because the way it's gonna work is that all of this is input text, and you can take it, so when you press the button, it traces all of the input text here, and then basically takes a picture of it and puts it through. Or, alternately, I bring up a first frame that is like covering the entire animation, like from here, and I just enter in what game I'm playing on what day and the schedule, and I can change all the settings there. Then I can set a timer to hide that, take the picture, then bring it back up. Should I do that instead? It might be better to do it that way, actually. To create a base layer over it so I can get all the settings and stuff in there first, and then because it is kind of annoying to change the text from here. Yeah, actually. I'm going to do that first. So it's going to come up with a fugly screen, and then you can just put your details in. Because, well, should I? No, it's already programmed for this now, so it's fine. It's not like it changes more, it just means I can add settings. I could do an ini file with all the details in it, but it would have to read from the ini file. I don't know. Let's do it like this for now. We'll do it like this for now and see how it goes. Because the first thing I need to do is actually program the architecture, and then when I have that in, I can add functionality later, which I probably won't. So let's just add the functionality for this. So first and foremost is reading everything in the image and then taking a picture. So let's Google code stuff. Flash PHP upload? Server error, yeah, okay. It's telling me to do a whole bunch of stuff. It's saying this. So let's just copy and paste where I got this from. So what is this doing? Let's see. Bitmap, stage width, stage height, stage matrix, image, JPEG encoder. Is there a... So that's a comment. Right. So I do actually want this all in one thing. So function... so that's image generation. Image gen. Let's take this. Cut that out of the way, because it's just unnecessarily long right now. Put that there. Can I actually get away with just removing the name of this? Just having the that. Yes. Don't need that. Awesome. That's the image encoder. Save prompt. Image data. I mean, I have just basically taken a bunch of code, but if I remember right, this doesn't quite do it. Gonna have to see. So this is just generating an image right now, so first and foremost, setting text. Let's see. So first and foremost, I need to read from this. So date string equals blank for now. I'm gonna take a quick break, stretch, kind of figure out what I'm doing. To anyone who's tuned in, anyone who's sitting there, anyone who's watching, welcome. Happy to have you here. It is currently 8:27 at night for me, and I hope you've had a good day. I wish I was yapping more, but it's literally just me figuring stuff out. So it's not the most interesting, but I have fun with it, and I hope that this is just something you can have fun with too. So if anyone's here, how's your day been? Has anything interesting happened today? It's okay if nothing interesting happens. Sometimes days are like that. Anyway, I'll crack on. So I want to set the date string to I'm actually going to set the date string to TT from. I'm making a cosplay prop for my girlfriend in Blender. That's sick, actually. What was replace again? There is an action script command for that. What is, do you mind me asking what it is? What cosplay it is? So it's yes, you have to use this. So it's rom.replace with what you want it to be replaced with. So replace space with an underscore. So that's the date string I want. So that's the week starting. So that's now the date string plus 2025, maybe? Oh. Don't know. Actually, I'll probably save that for now. And I mean, in 2025, or at the end of 2025, I'll probably put all of these in a folder anyway. And then it'll be sorted like that. So probably doing it like this is the best way. Trace date string. Now, do we get any errors from this? Yes. TT from. Oh, it's because it's a capital letter. Image. Oh, why are you doing that? I have to go back to the code I stole. Let's see. It's a character from Monster High. Oh! I don't remember it. But, or I don't know what it is, unfortunately, but that's sick, though. I'm actually really impressed you know how to use Blender. Blender is this mythical program to me. I've tried learning it several times. But that's sick, though. I feel like if I learnt Blender and I bought a 3D printer, I'd be basically unstoppable, but for some reason, like, I'm usually pretty good at wanting to learn other things. If I don't understand something, I will go out of my way to learn it, sometimes out of pure spite. That's kind of how I did VTubing rigging and stuff. I mean, it's not great, you can see from my model, but I learned VTubing stuff out of, like, spite, with the fact that everyone's like, oh, it's really hard, and I was like, no, well, it's not hard for me, I don't know. I guess it's selfish to say, but Blender is one of those things where I'm actually fine just giving up. I'm like, this is above my pay grade. I'm actually okay not knowing anything about Blender. It's one of the only programs I'm like, nah, I'm good. I just don't want to learn it because it looks so complicated. I had to learn to use it for my job for some reason, even though I'm a programmer. Oh. Don't look at my code, it's awful. That's wild. I wouldn't imagine why you'd, I don't know why you wouldn't, like, actually, should I put this here? Let's put that there. Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Where's image? I don't know where image is being saved, but we'll see. I have to relearn it every time I use it. Yeah, I feel that. I'm dreading coming to rigging my model because it's been 5 years since I touched Live 2D, and I know I'm gonna have to relearn it. Relearning a program sometimes sucks. Like right now, I'm desperately trying to remember ActionScript 3. Like I'm trying to figure this out. Call to undefined method. JPG encoder. ActionScript 3. Air. Maybe it's air. Maybe if I swap to air, it'd do it. No. Huh. Huh. Maybe I have to import. Import. There we go. I've forgotten how to import. FL dot. Maybe? Encoder cannot be found. How do I screenshot a current frame? Pull image. AS3 PNG encoder. This problem is, like, all of this is so old now that, like, I don't remember, like, how to do it. I wrote a new PNG encoder. It's extremely fast, offers 3 compression levels, support huge things. Read me on the GitHub. 2011. Are you still going to be there? Yes. Latest release was 2015. Okay. Fast with decoder, good with normal. Which one's just the best one then? Add support for encoding metadata along with the images. Binaries. Ah, PNG encoder 2 includes the full library. So I want to download that and then put that. Publish settings. Flash 32. ActionScript settings. Library path. Browse to path. Right, so I want to find downloads and put that in there. Continue. Oh, it's getting angry. Maybe? Okay. Action script settings. SWC folders. Should probably make a new one. Flash add-ons. Flash plugins. Let's call you that and put you here. And add this. Okay. So how do I know if that's worked? Ah, the fun things about adding new things. I've never done this before. Import ES3 for lib dot. Usage. Synchronous examples. Link it to your project. To link the NCC. Library path. Browse the SCC file. Browse to SC file. Open. Okay. All right. Now, how do I include this? Wait, no, I didn't mean to delete that. Blog post. Is your blog still up? Yes, it is. Thank God. Results. See the README file for the full feature list. I think I will. Usage, installation. Is this it? Is this the README? Yeah. Okay. Include PNG encoder 2. I'm assuming that's all I need to do. Nope. How do I include in Flash again? ES3 include. I don't know how to include. I don't know how to do this. I'll be honest. This is not very helpful. I'm assuming... Comment. I don't know how... I don't think I have to do that. This should have been simple. I've done this in the past before. Like, it should not be this hard. I think it's synchronous. So if I just replace that with that, and this with that, BMP. BMP. So now I do this and put you here. That's PNG, so PNG. PNG. Right, so this should work. Yes? Replace from... Huh. Why are you doing this? You're not tracing anything. Unless I've TD from. The fun things are continuing. Input text. Maybe there's a different name for input text. If I do that now. Object text field. Okay then. Okay. That should not be that. String, maybe. Object text field. That. What are you trying to do? I am trying to take. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make it so. The inputted text. So these are all inputs now on Flash's end, and I'm trying to make it so. It reads what's inputted from here, and then reads the text in the text box. And for right now, give me what's in these text boxes. But it's not, unless I'm being stupid, which would not surprise me. It's coming up as an object for some reason, and I'm not sure why. Maybe? No. So let's go back to this. That should be button sun, so... Event, listener, mouse event, click, on sun click, on sun suck, apparently, on sun click, function on sun, unsuck. My mind is one track right now, obviously. Unsuck, smiley face, on sun click. My god. Mouse event. So trace bug sun clicked. Hide that for now. Let's check if that's worked. Yes. Okay. You can't see my preview window that keeps popping up because Flash is sucky, but I'm trying. So I can unhide that and then hide this. That makes sure our button works. Right, so... Object text field. I'm being texted. Oh, it's just, Vine sources live. Very epic. Now. So, why is it doing that? Why is ActionScript 3 text showing up as... So AS3... Actually, let's go back to here. AS3... Read input text. Oh, I know why. Alright, so what I was trying to do... This is an input text box. I was trying to read from the text box as the object, and not the text child inside of the text box. So I was... yeah. It's Flash, it's a rudimentary system. Yep, there we go. That gives me everything I need now. So, awesome. That's epic. So now, if I do this, trace equals string. Now I can format what the date string looks like. Oh yeah, dot text dot replace. TT from. So if I change this to 9th October, that should give me 9th of October with a underscore. Awesome. So it is changing my oh, it's not doing it all the time, but huh. That should be fine. I'm pretty sure I won't make mistakes like that, but well, I should probably yeah, no, I'll be fine. Right, so that's made the that's the name of the file sorted. So next I want to do image gen. So we're going to set that next. And now image gen is where things may get a bit fucky, because I don't know if this is going to work. Let's change this to 9th oct. File name, yay! It's giving me a chance to download a file name, or name is a file name. Let's go to here, desktop, file name. Oh, hang on. No, I'm dumb. I've just created a date string. I haven't told it to save it as the date string. As date string. I wonder if I need to add the PNG after it. All files. Yeah, I do. Okay. So... Let's name it D1. That will equal that. Actually, will this just outright work? I don't know if it will. 9th of oct. File name is now blank. Trace. Open up a debugging again. Debug. Make string equals plus make string from PNG. Oh, okay. From .png. ttfrom.png. Alright, so realistically, that should now send it to this, but it's not. I wonder if that's gonna fix it. No. So it has to be file namey wamey. I have to now test to what extent this works as file namey wamey. So if I just add a .png to that, it would save as a .png, yes? No. But maybe. I don't know. It still tries to save as all files, but that's fine. So it does have to be... So in fact, let's do it like this. Oh, the reason it can't... Yeah, the reason it's not giving date string back is because the date string hasn't been given as a variable. Oh my god, I'm stupid. Oh, I'm trying to set up a variable, then immediately going to a new function, and it just erases all memory of that variable, which is date string. So I'm trying to get information from a variable that no longer exists. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it to a return and actually make it... set text. So that should actually That should now set correctly. Yes, brilliant. Awesome. Alright. I can actually... well, actually, before I remove that, let's check how this saves first. So let's save this as Oct 9th. And I'll save in my desktop as Oct 9th PNG and see how that looks. Desktop. Oct 9th PNG. Oh no! Oh no! If you want to know what this looks like, here, let me just put this in Flash real quick so you can see what this looks like. Let's hide everything else. This is how it came out. Yeah, it's not meant to look like that. I think it's using the entire boundary of the thing instead of just Alright, let's figure that out. But hey, it works. We have an image exported. That's great. And it's saved with the right thing, so brilliant. Stage and matrix. Stage width and stage height. That should be this. Unless I'm... unless... Let's see. Stage width. Width. Plus stage height. Plus stage dot height. Right, I think I know what it's trying to do now. So... hang on, is my stream frozen? My stream is frozen. I think my YouTube stream is frozen. Hold on. Wait, no, never mind. It's just really severely behind. Alright. Right, so I think I know what's happening now. I think I know what's going on. It's trying to take the entire width. But I think changing this to capital letters might fix that, because then it enforces it? No. I think... Maybe changing it to this. No. Huh. Stage width. But it's not conforming to the stage width. What do you have to say about this? Hmm. Right, well now we know that works, I can get rid of that. And we can remove some of the annoying text in the way. Stage new matrix. New bitmap data, stage width, stage height. Hmm. Huh. Let's just... I don't want to kind of cap this off right now, but... let's do an experiment here, input text. Let's change this to let's change this to 1 and set it to there. Set it to an X, make this as small as it can possibly be. See, match you up to that. Yep. So I'm going to make that an input. Input text. Let's go TT mag with magnification. So it's in a really weird place, but that's fine. How do I times thing again? Oh god, what was timesing it? Oh, yeah, it was this. Alright, so that generates the image data, but we want to do the dimensions first. Dimensions. Alright, so... SW with SH. So now it's going to be SW equals stage dot width times TT mag. SH is going to be the same thing. So at 1, it should only be the magnification of all this. It's a bummer that I have to manually, like, hide everything, because I think it's trying to get... So let's see the outputs for this. 2316. That's conflicting with this a little bit. But... oh yeah, I was going to put that on there. That's no longer going on you. You can get rid of that. Yeah, I can get rid of that. Synthwave background, we've getting rid of that. Some... Oh yeah, delete that. Yeah, no, not copy, delete. Pace of a gone by era. BG, oh yeah, that's old, delete. Mountains and sun. Duplicate as mountain small. Alright. Swap symbol with mountain small. It should be mountain small. Okay, good. Alright, so it should be 1440. And there. And the assembly guide is going to disappear now, which means you are a true 1440 by 1080p. Awesome. Which means now if I try and save this, unrelated type number. To number. I wonder if that works. I know toString works. No. To int, maybe? No. Text. Oh, hang on. Dot text. Never mind. To num. To int. To be or not to be. Is 3. Convert string to number. Bit string to int. What the hell is a radix? What is a radix? Oh no. What is a radix? I don't know. Convert string into an integer. I think this is it. Magnum equals pass float this, maybe? Right. Well, first of all, before we even commit any of this, let's see if our changes worked. It won't do because I've just done this like an idiot. Let's just change these to 1 temporarily. 1444 by 1081. Why? If I'm trying to explore this as... It might just actually be the globe, actually. So let's change this to 1440 by 1920. No, 1080. Huh. Alright, well I'm not doing that anymore, so let's check if our Magnum is working right. Magnum is Magnum. This is fascinating, I know, for people to watch. 1. Right. So by doing that, I should end up with let's trace this. Trace SW stage height is SH Magnum equals 1. That's awesome. I'm not doing the right thing. That's why. Okay. Get rid of you. Set up image gen. And do you. 40. Yep. So if I do 1.1, perhaps, and then... Right. 1.1 and export. Yes, it does it. It multiplies by the amount I need to. Okay. So right, let's change this from oct 9th to, I don't know, nov, so the 20th, no, let's change it to like, I don't know, 31st December. There we go. Just to give it odd dates. Libby. Mince Raft. Test game. Thursday. No. Alright. If I leave them blank, I want to... I want to make sure that if it's blank, it actually like does my thing. So, but for now, let's just export this as alright. So it starts as October 9th. Brilliant. So save that as October 9th. Replace that. Now, if I set this to 2, that should save it as October 9th. B2, save. Now let's crank that all the way up to 5 times and see what happens. Oh, it's slow at 5 times. Oh, it's slow at 5 times. Okay. 3. Save. So theoretically, I have now made a theoretically I've now made the program I set out to. Right, so that's 1080p. Yep, that looks 1080p-ish. This should be, oh wow, that's 3.4 megabytes. So this should be, oh no, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Oh no. Which means this is, oh no. Oh no. Okay, so let me explain what's just happened here. So what's just happened is this. Hold on, I'll pull OBS up so you can see exactly what happened. I have done this. So this is the first image. Here, I'm going to actually hide this. So this is the first image I generated. All fine. Yep. So that's the image I just generated. This was the second one. Okay, so it is larger, but not in the right way. It is basically just made the stage larger, but not the resolution. And then the third one I did was that, but just way, way worse. So this is like 7,000 by 7,000 or something, but yeah. So you can see here that this is not quite what I wanted to have happen. So yeah, I need to figure all of that out. Let's remove you. Remove all of these. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's figure out why that happened. But we can now delete these. All right. So that works, thankfully. But the question is whether or not So I'm going to remove that. Draw stage. I think it's because I'm trying to draw the stage as is without making everything larger. But I don't know how to sort that. So I might remove the magnification number. Let's see if I can fix that. Because that's kind of annoying. Here's 3. Draw stage application. Bitmap data draw. Alright, let's have a look at this. There is actually a thing from tutorialist. Draw. That's what I need. Draw with quality? Generate fill rect. Noise, merge, lock, hit test. Histogram. Scroll, set pixels. Pixel data, set pixels. Threshold. Unlock. Draw with quality. I still don't know what you are. The important thing is we've got it working, but now I need to know how to do magnification. But I actually will do a slight change here, where it has borders. Input text? Yeah. Static text. Let's add an underline to you. Change it to white. Reduce the size to maybe 2. Yeah. There we go. Alright. So it's just changing the size of the image, but not like... smoothing, matrix, null, color transform, blending mode, clip rect. Oh, right. So it's basically the same as this. Smoothing, clip rect. If you do not select this value, clipping occurs and the entire object is drawn. Oh, I should probably have done that first and foremost. I think I should probably stop being greedy. Seems like matrix used to scale. Hold on, no matrix. New matrix instrument plus a null value. Huh. Stage new matrix. Use to scale, rotate, or translate the coordinates of the bitmap. So what do I do with the matrix? AS3, bitmap draw, matrix. So that's what I need. I need the matrix. I need the matrix. New bitmap stage width, 100 true 0. True 0. What does this mean? Bitmap data. Stage width by 100 true 0. Matrix. var matrix. Ah, so I have to define my own matrix. So M, so I'll just take that M matrix M dot scale possibly equals magnum. See if that works. Scale, okay. Using matrix. No one's answered this. Using matrix. I feel like if I'm having to do this, I'm probably doing it wrong. Scale X. Scale Y. Potentially. Huh, okay, I don't understand this. AS3 bitmap matrix scale. Scale bitmap data. So it should just be this. If this is what it's telling me, then it should be right. Yeah? Alright, so let's go October 7th to something 29th, whatever. So DB. Yes. There we go. Alright, so that's going to save times 1. Scale 1. So let's do 2. Scale 2. 5. And here's where it chugged before. Scale 5. Save. Let's see what this looks like. October 7th, scale 1. Awesome. Right, that looks fine. Scale 2. That looks better. That should be... yep. The size of that. And this should be scale 5, which is larger and therefore more detailed. It is. But the blurring does start to get a bit weird with that. But that's fine. That's fine. We've done it. We've done it. We've made our schedule. The schedule is completed. My manual entry schedule, which means I no longer need to actually keep editing the file, is done. So now with this, we can actually take this, make this dynamic text, because I need to change the name of this. TT X text box. Right. Hides extra items. Visible equals false. Then we go to this one. TT and mag will be set to false. Or visible equals false. Actually, let's make that a function. Settings next. Hides extra items. Or hide text. Hide text. Or hide items. Function hide items. B for Boolean, because we're going to pass a Boolean into it. Equals B. B. It's okay, hold on. Extra items visible. Extra items vis. False. That way, it's set up to be visible. So I can do visible equals false. Visible equals true. Alright. As soon as that's done and it's encoded it, goes extra items. Set this back to true. And it shouldn't save with the image. So let's see. Let's keep that at 1. Viz test. So let's see. Desktop. Viz test. Yes. Okay. It hid and then got reappeared. Awesome. Nice. We've done it. Awesome. The glow does get a bit weird, so I'm not going to do it at higher resolutions, but we're done. Oh, that was odd, but I should probably also do a thing where I set the background color to a different thing while I'm working on the text. So let's BG color. Insert stop. Actually, no, probably not. Well, should I? She probably should. Let's change this over here too, and then rename this. There we go. Right. It's probably best I make this lighter, and the best way to actually make this lighter, because it's a background color, is actually by doing this. So I'll go BGC. That'll do. And I can go here. So what it's going to do is on initiation, it's going to set this to bg.c.alpha equals 50 or 0.5. So what I'm going to do to make the background black, like the black rectangle, to make that lighter, I'm going to set its opacity to 50%. That way, because the background of the main flash is actually white, so because I'm fading a black rectangle by 50%, it'll show up as grey, and it should be easier to write the text on for a little bit. So what I'm going to then do here is set the alpha to 1, which is the maximum. That's 100% visible. So alpha 1 is 100% visible, alpha 0 is not visible. Anything in between is the varying ranges of visibility. So 0.25 is 25%. You can do 0.50 or 0.75. I just don't usually, unless I have to. So that's going to set it back to 0.5. And that should be good. Yeah, so there we go. So if I do this, TT from into the TT file I made earlier. Where is it? TT viz test. Let's overwrite it and see what happens. Yes. Awesome. So now if I go back to this and see what that did. Actually, let's TT test or viz test 01. See how that looks. So save that as viz test 01. Magnification that, set it as 3 too. So let's set that to 3. So this should just keep exporting files. So viz test 1. Yep, that looks fine. And viz test 2. Yep, that looks fine as well. The glow is getting a bit weird at this point, but it's fine. It's still the intended effect, but yeah. Brilliant. I think we're done. The only things I can think to improve on this is to potentially add glow, like, to the borders, specifically like Here, I'm actually going to copy all filters and put that on the borders on this file, because I didn't actually do that. Paste filters. Why are you not doing the thing? I do not know why you're not doing the thing. Orders. Paste filters. And remove you. There we go. So, yeah. Remove that. There we go. So, that's everything ready. It hides the magnification, it says everything to grey, I don't need to worry about it. I now have my fully working, fully finished stream schedule. I can just modularly change through a program and save on an image. That's good. I really like doing that. It's a shame I had to copy so much code, but it's nice that I actually now have another tool that I can just use. In the future, I might add it or might change it so the glow amount changes per the size. There is a way to do that. You set a graphics matrix up to do that, but I don't know how to do it. So I'm going to leave that for another day. This is fine as is. I can make my schedules now. But anyway, that's me done. I think I'm going to end it there. It's dinner time. By that I mean 9:30 at night. So thanks for joining me. If anyone's not fully yet bored to sleep, I will hope to stream soon. I don't know when I'll stream next. I'm hoping to pick up some extra games now I'm not doing my lecture series. So yeah, thanks for just following me along with this journey. I hope to see you all back soon.